You ever wonder how the smart money trades when price is at all-time highs? Most traders get scared, other traders chase blindly, but today I'm giving you a super simple, high probability strategy to dominate all-time high levels with proven results. This is literally a plug and play setup that I've personally used to trade on funded accounts, and I'm breaking it down today step by step. So if you're tired of getting faked out at all-time highs, not knowing whether to long or short because you're at all-time highs, or just overthinking your entries altogether, this video right here is going to change that fast. So if you guys are ready to learn how to read price at all-time highs, what not to do, what to do, and how to time precision entries with sniper level confidence, go ahead and smash that like button down below and subscribe if you're serious about mastering price action. Enough of me yapping, let's get straight into it. Trading past all-time highs can be difficult and confusing at times if you don't know what you're looking for. But that's why you're here at this video. I'm going to teach you guys how to trade all-time high price action. There's literally only one way that I found that is very effective. And the first thing that we are going to pay attention to when trading past all-time highs is we're going to pay very close attention to daily candles and daily candles only. Now, why do I say daily candles only? Because once you're past all-time high, depending on what day it is, you can't really wait for the weekly candle to close. You have to wait for more structure in order to figure out where a weekly candle is going to go. And that's going to make a little more sense here in a second. But what we are going to do with these daily candles is we are going to pay attention to the previous day high and previous day low moving forward after sweeping and breaking through all-time high. So you can see here on this chart, we broke through all-time high, but now we don't have anything to target past all-time high. We have literally nothing up here. It is just empty space. There's no buy side levels. There's no sell side levels. There's no structure up here in order for us to target, right? It's literally just dead space. And this is where price goes into price discovery mode. And this is where a lot of traders get hurt because they think that the market's super overextended. And then they start trying to short up here because this was previous resistance. And then they end up getting their accounts blown, right? Because they don't know what they're looking for. And in this video, it's going to be a super simple way to read price past all-time high. It's not going to be, you know, a different strategy every fucking week like a lot of these other guys are posting on YouTube. Super simple strategy. And if you guys have seen my Flow State V2 model video that I posted a few weeks ago, you guys already know what's coming. So what we're doing is we are going to pay attention to the daily candles and we're going to mark out the previous day high and the previous day low. We literally do nothing until one of these are swept and close back within. If the following daily candle sweeps this and closes back within this daily range, then we are going to look for previous day low. Now, if the opposite happens and the next daily candle opens lower and sweeps out the previous daily low, attacking this daily fair value gap here, and it closes back within this daily range, then we are going to simply look for the previous day high on the next day. In the event that the next daily candle closes above or below, we're going to mark out that next day high and next day low and wait for one of those to be swept and close back within. In other words, we are basically waiting for a candle range to form. If I fast forward here, you can see this next candle closes below the previous day low, which this invalidates my range. So now I would mark out this previous day high and this previous day low. And I literally do nothing until one of these are taken. So again, we wait for the previous day high or previous day low to get taken first. So let's go ahead and fast forward. Now the previous day low has been taken here, and we have a daily fair value gap right there. So now that the previous day low has been taken and we are closing back within this range, now it's safe to assume that the previous day high here and this high up here, which is now considered all-time high because it broke through all-time high, this is our new all-time high. It's safe to assume that price action is going to go up here in the next daily candle. Go ahead and fast forward. So as you can see here, this next daily candle expands higher, makes a new all-time high, and takes out that previous day high that was a target for this next daily candle right here. Now that this happened, we have no structure. Now we literally do the exact same thing. We mark out the previous day high and the previous day low. Now we're going to start zooming into the lower time frames to show you exactly what I'm looking for based off these daily candles. Once you mark out your previous day high and previous day low, you're going to hunt for setups on the lower time frames after the previous day high or low is swept out. So if we fast forward, you can see this daily candle sweeps out this previous day low and it closes back within this range. When I mean closes back within the range, you want to see a body close within the range, the previous day range, just like this. You do not want to see this, like in the first example, you don't want to see a body close below the previous day low on a daily candle. If that happens, this becomes your new potential range. And then you want to mark out previous day low and previous day high of that candle that closed below, if that happens. But in this example, you can see it closes back within the previous day range. Now we can start zooming into our lower time frames to hunt for setups. And the setup that we are hunting for is the flow state V2. Now that we have our daily framework and we are looking for higher prices from this sweep, we can start zooming into the lower time frame. So the next lower time frame below the daily that I like using is the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame, we can start marking out some things that we like to see, like this 4-hour fair value gap, for example, that was below previous day low. The cool thing about trading all-time high price action in the daily candle framework that I just taught you guys is this is literally fractal. So you can use this on the 4-hour candles as well. So if the 4-hour candle closes back inside this range, we can expect the next one to potentially move higher. Now, if we fast forward to the next day, because this is the end of this day, so let's go ahead and fast forward to the next day. This is the start of the next New York session. And you can see how this came back up and swept out that 4-hour high right there. Now, if we zoom into the 1-hour time frame here, this is where I'll start looking for some sort of setup here based off the daily framework. Because remember, if we go back to the daily, this is our daily range. We swept out the previous daily low here at the end of this day here on Monday. And now we're starting a new New York session. So what I'm looking for is some sort of New York reversal to go and attack this daily range high off that daily candle. Okay, so this is how I'm trading all-time high price action. All I'm looking for is flow state V2. And we pretty much got it, because if you see my flow state V2 model video, we have a change in the state of delivery here above this 1-hour opening price, because again, the series of down close candles makes the lowest point here. Once we close a body over it, that confirms our change in the state of delivery, and it's perfectly fine if we want to come lower. You can see we have an order block right here. So now that price action is tagging this order block here, this is where I can hunt for a setup. So if we fast forward, this is the 10 a.m. candle. It's still respecting these 1-hour gaps and these bullish PD arrays right here. Now zooming into the 5-minute, we can start looking for a setup here. Again, this is the 1-hour change in the state, and this is that 1-hour order block. We have a nice purge on liquidity here. So now what we're simply going to wait for is just a change in delivery on the 5-minute time frame. So if we start playing this out, you can see it starts grinding higher. We just want to simply wait for a change in the state of delivery, which we get right here. Now, we can definitely long it here. So we can long anywhere right here. As long as we got the change in the state of delivery, I can put my stop loss here, and we can aim for that daily candle's high. Let's go ahead and buy there. Let's fast forward here. If it's too late in the day, this is where I will exit the position and wait for the following day. So you can see here, it is market closure, so I'd have to exit this position and wait for the following day. So now coming back to the 1 hour, let's go ahead and fast forward to the following day. Okay, so here is the following day. I decided to turn on some of these indicators just so that way you guys see the higher time frame view. So again, we have that same daily range. We close back within it. The next following daily candle didn't expand to that daily high, which is perfectly fine. Well, now we're expecting the fourth candle. Again, if you guys study CRT, then we can expect the third or fourth candle to be distribution to the upside in a bullish CRT. Now, since we did not expand yesterday, I am expecting some sort of expansion today. The daily candle opened here, as you guys can see right there. So if we fast forward, just so that way you guys see a visual presentation of the daily candle forming, you can see the Asia session form. Now let's just fast forward this. Okay, so we have a London session sweep. So let's go ahead and add the 4 hour to this as well while we're at it. So let's go 4 hour. Okay, so we have the 4 hour sweep. Now, if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we can see that that 1 hour order block is still technically holding. And now we have a 15-minute change in the state of delivery off this 4 hour. So again, closing back within this range right here on the 4 hour, while getting a 15-minute change in the state of delivery. This is what we want to see. If we want to go higher, we want this sort of reversal profile. Okay, we don't need to sweep the previous day low because we've already swept this candle and we're still in this candle's range. So we want that range to be completed. So I am a New York trader. I do not trade London session, but if you were going to trade London session, this is where you would want to enter a position. So let's go ahead and fast forward to 6 a.m., which is a new 4 hour candle. You can see this 2 a.m. 4 hour candle is expanding away. So here's the new 4 hour candle opening lower, and you can see the daily candle already formed the wick. So it's safe to assume this is a London session reversal and New York continuation. So I would like to long here at the start of the New York kill zone, which is 6 in the morning. So let's go ahead and long here, put our stop up there. And we can put our stop loss all the way down here, or you can even put it like right around here or down here. I like to give my stop loss some wiggle room, so we'll just do something like this. We'll go ahead and buy, and we can go ahead and fast forward this and see how this plays out. So far, we're respecting the 15-minute fair value gap, and we can see that 2 a.m. was a reversal. So 6 a.m., the 4 hour candle, we can expect this to move higher, and there we go. That is the TP. And we would exit up there. I forgot to put the TP up there, but that's where you would want to exit. but this is basically how I trade all-time highs using flow state V2 and paying attention to the daily candles. If you guys are confused as to how I came up with this trade and how I outlined this trade and had the framework and narrative for it, make sure you guys go watch the flow state V2 model video that I uploaded a couple weeks ago. But if you guys are even more confused about what I just said about the London reversal, the 4-hour expansion, etc., if you guys want more in-depth help and more one-on-one help, make sure you guys check out that first link in the description down below. It is my one-on-one direct mentorship program. That's if you guys want your trades reviewed, if you guys want a psychology coach alongside you, if you guys want accountability, and if you guys want a community full of like-minded individuals that pretty much know how to trade exactly like this, that crush it every single fucking day, and that trades a consistent strategy without strategy hopping or without any of these mentors on YouTube fucking dishing out new strategies every single week. Just doesn't make sense. You don't want to learn from those people. But getting out of replay mode, I mean, you guys can literally see the proof is in the pudding. So right here was that setup that we just literally took. So after this high is purged, this becomes our new range. This range has been completed and we no longer want to use that. You can see this next day here is an inside candle, right? So we want to just literally wait for this low or this high to be swept out and then go from there. You can see the following week when this new week opens, you can see Monday sweep out that low and still respect and stay in this range. So what do we expect for the following day? Take out this range here. Okay, so this candle here closes back within the range and it also closes back within the previous day range. So this becomes your new range right here. Okay, so now we're expecting lower. You can see this candle did not deliver lower. It closed back bullish and guess what? It closed back in this candle's range. So since we're at all-time high, and I know all-time high can be difficult trading, especially on a setup like this, but generally when we're at all-time high, the market can go a lot higher than you can stay solvent. So make sure you are not overly bearish at all-time highs, because if we're at all-time highs, obviously the market is super bullish. You do not want to fade that. Remember, the trend is your friend until the end. We close back within this previous day range. So now we are looking for longs below the opening price of the next daily candle. So we're expecting this candle to push up to previous day high. And you can see it did exactly that. Again, we want to follow the same thing. Okay, so this candle closed in this previous day candle's range. Now this candle invalidated it. Okay, so we would be looking for shorts, but this candle invalidated it. Again, this becomes your range. It closed above the previous day high. No sweat. This candle barely closed below this. I would find that, acceptable because we are hitting a daily bullish fair value gap. So that's perfectly fine as long as we respect this. And the framework is to look for longs up to this candle's high. And we end up taking it right here on this day. And again, this becomes our new range. And then the weekly candle opens. And it's just the same thing over and over and over again. But this is personally how I trade all-time highs. Just to recap here, you want to pay attention to the daily candles. You want to wait for the previous day high or previous day low to get taken first. Then you want to hunt for the setups on the lower time frames after previous day high or low is swept. And the setup that you're looking for is simply the flow state V2. Now you have a simple framework and strategy to use past all-time highs. And just a quick reminder, the only way to fuck this up is if you are impatient and do not wait for previous day low or previous day high to be swept out first. Always let the trade come to you. Never force trades and let the market show you its hand before you put on risk. Next step that I want you guys to do is comment your biggest takeaway from this video for a chance at 5 funded accounts. I will be doing a 5 funded account giveaway for those that comment the biggest takeaway of this video. So if you guys learned something, make sure you guys comment it down below. That's going to be it for this video. Make sure you guys like, and if you guys want one-on-one coaching from myself, I am opening more spots this month for the mentorship program where you guys get your trades reviewed. You guys have accountability with me. You guys get a professional psychology coach, Jared Tendler, as your psychology coach to coach you through psychological trading problems. This guy has trained professional athletes, professional gamblers, and professional traders who make 9 figures plus every year. And plus a whole community of serious, like-minded individuals just like yourself who want to succeed, who want to get past that 10K a month threshold. You guys can apply to work with me one-on-one with the first link in the description down below. Without further ado, I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the YouTube video and have a good rest of your guys' day. Peace.